Over 20 students participated in peer mediation training with advisor Ms. Peretti on October 5th in the Media Center. Peretti explained what the program is all about.
I was hired way back when, in 1997, and peer mediation was a program that came about to help students solve their conflicts and improve their communication skills. Mrs. Shipsky, I believe, was in charge of the program back then, and then I took it over when she gave it up. And one thing I tried to do was to include the mentoring aspect with it as well. So, in other words, instead of just having students mediate conflicts, they could also be called upon if a student is having a problem in school, if there's a new student to the school and needs like a guide or someone to help out. What I found is that through the years, it has gotten better in that students are more aware of what the program is, so they're more inclined to maybe ask an administrator or me or even one of the mediators for help. So that's always a positive thing.
Students learned about avoiding bias and other skills when dealing with conflict.
So we started with like a 3-hour workshop on what peer mediation actually is and what we do. And then we spent the rest of it doing mock situations, which were actually a lot of fun, but they were still really helpful in like getting a feel of what we would do if it were a real thing.
So in the peer mediation workshop today, we learned what peer mediation was, and we were thrown like a couple conflicts. We learned conflict and resolution and really how to make the school a better place.
I learned to not be biased in situations because there's different viewpoints of everything when it comes to peer mediation, and it's really important to hear every side of the story because you don't know who's right and who's wrong. And by taking sides, you might upset a person and drive them to like unreciprocated emotions, and it'll be unfair to the whole peer mediation experience.
I learned how confidential the whole situation is. It stays between the mentors and the administrator. Nothing goes outside of the room. So if you do have a large issue that you feel as though is personal, you can talk about it with people who will understand you and won't like have a biasness about it. But at the same time, you know that it won't go out the entire public or to the entire student body.
Peer mentoring is important because it can help to solve conflicts before they get too extreme, and it can help students to talk out their problems without adult help first.
Peer mediation matters because it allows students to talk to other students before the administration escalates it and makes it a bigger problem than it needs to be.
For the Devil's Advocate, this is Jasmine Barroso and Hannah Salida.